remember the video where I built this. It was a lot of fun. But guess what? I got an order for not one, but two. So that's what we'll build in today's video. It'll be mostly the same thing, same parts, same everything, except it's going to have a 3-inch barrel. But mostly the point of this video is let's shoot some things before I have to send it out. What should I shoot? I'll eventually build a barrel for my cannon, but we'll fiddle with these first. So you can let me know what I should shoot in the future, or let me know what I should build next. Anyways, don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment on what I should do next, or shoot. I hope you enjoy. Alrighty, so everything from the air tank to the barrel will be all the exact same. But once we get to the barrel, that's where it'll change. Because on this one, once we got to this nipple, we went to the 1.5 to 2-inch bushing, then to a coupling to the barrel. But with this one, I want to step the size up. So we'll go from our bushing, 1.5 thread to 2-inch slip. We'll then go to a 2-inch to 3-inch ABS bushing, which we'll put into a 3-inch ABS coupling, which will then go onto our 3-inch ABS pipe. The only reason I'm doing this out of ABS is because I couldn't get my hands on any PVC. If you have PVC, it'll be the exact same thing. This is what I had, so I'm going to make it work. Let's do a quick time lapse, putting together air tanks. I'll explain some stuff along the way, and we'll go from there. Alright, to start off, let's clean and deburr the ends of our pipe, because clean pipe means good glue stick, which means good air seal. So I'm just using a damp rag, wipe all the dust off. Got it clean. So make sure there's no burrs, because those are annoying. Got it. Next step. We're going to put the air valve in here, but let's do this first because we don't have to redo the air tank. I'm going to use a 1/2-inch bit and our intake valve. Let's pick about halfway down and drill a nice straight hole through. That's staying at the same angle as this. Sometimes it's hard. Got a nice hole. Now, let's thread this in about halfway. Alright, the threads are started. Now we can take this out and put thread tape on. Thread tape. This will turn clockwise. Start thread tape on the top and roll it around about 2.5 times, nice and tight. Alright, this is in. Seems like it made a good seal. On to the next step. Take your glue and open it if you can. I can't right now. I'll be right back. Got it. Take your air tank pipe and the cap. Put a lot of glue. About like that. Take the end of the pipe, do the same thing. We push this on, give it a good push and twist. Just like that. Now, take your adapter and do the same thing. Same thing, push and give it a good twist. That looks good. Figure out which way you want your valve to turn. It depends on which way you have it. I'm going to have mine turn counterclockwise this way. That means this will go in there. You leave the nipple in, now you got a nice handle. Take your glue inside here and put some glue right here. Same thing, push and give it a good twist. Alrighty, most of the air tank's done. Let's put some thread tape on the nipple and then into the valve. Same thing, it's going to turn clockwise. Start it on the top. Just it. Same thing for the other side. Now it's on both sides. Thread one side in. Make sure your air valve works good and then thread it on. Just like that. It's looking good. Now we can let that sit and dry and we can work on the barrel. We'll do the same thing with the barrel, just clean and deburr the end. Start off, take the coupler, we'll put it on our adapter here. Make sure that the adapter's the correct way, because if it's the other way, it'll be pretty annoying. So have it this way, it'll go right in here. You don't need to glue this, but I will. It's not pressure rated, but it holds it all together. It's the same thing. Glue here. And glue out here. Push it and twist it. Right in there, just like that. Now take your other bushing and do the same thing. Glue in here, push the bushing in, give it a good twist. Twist, and a nice push. Just like that. Now inside your coupling here, put some glue. And on the outside of your pipe. Take this whole complex and push and twist on the end. Just like that. There's our barrel. Let's put the nipple in and it'll be complete. Take the nipple, thread it, thread tape clockwise. But this time, you only need to do one side. And take this with thread tape and thread it into the barrel. But this time, make this one as tight as you can before you put it in here, because we want that when we take this off, it'll also take the nipple off. So let's do that. I'm going to use this rag. It's a little bit of a gripper. Alright, just like that. Now this should thread right into here. Just like that. And now we have the Not Mini Potato. Now we have the Not Mini Potato Cannon 2.0. Check that out. Looks pretty cool. Now, let's do the other one, but this one, I'll just do as a timeline. Alrighty. There's the two cannons. I'll let them sit for about 24 hours. Let them fully cure. Then we'll do a pressure test and let's shoot some things. I'll see you tomorrow. All right, so we're out on the testing grounds. We're gonna measure out some distance, see how far we can go that way. We'll shoot some random things from a potato, orange, apple, and then some spray paint cans. Let's do it. Damien, hold it here. Tater first. It's just over 300 feet. It's the very last mark. Let's shoot a tater. Since the barrel is 3 inches, I'm gonna have to throw some wadding in there, just using this old rag. Potato, barrel, twist it on. What's your guess, Damien?
I'm gonna guess it's gonna go a little over 200 feet.
A little over 200? All right, ready? 3, 2, 1. And the rag was terrible. Looks like it's just over 100 feet. Let's air it up. We'll be right back. Alrighty, we're back aired up, 60 PSI. Now we're gonna shoot this old rotten orange that I found. Wadding, orange, screw it on. Alright, Damien, will the orange do better than the potato?
It might. I have hopes. High hopes.
How far?
Maybe a little bit more than 100 feet.
Alright, ready? And 3, 2, 1. I think I need to build handles for these.
I'm guessing.
Back with the second test with the rotten orange. I probably have to build handles for those, but we're gonna do an actual test. Is it the orange and the rag, or is it the handle? So same 3-inch barrel with the rag and the orange. All right, in 3, 2, 1. That's more like it. That's about 250 out. More of what I was wanting. All right, we're back. We're gonna be using this cannon for the rest of the test because it's got the handle and strap. It's much more fun. But now we got an apple. I've trimmed it up to fit. I made it a little loose, so we'll put the rag in. So, wadding, apple, screw it on. What's your guess, Damien?
Over 200.
Over 200. Ready? In 3, 2, 1. I think your guess is wrong, Damien. That passed the 300 mark.
I said over 200.
Ah, you didn't say over 300 though.
Ah, yeah, fair enough.
Same thing. All right, we'll be back with something else. All right, we're back again. This time we have a whistling dog ball. It'll probably shriek, be annoying, but it should be cool. Let's see if it goes farther than the apple. Wadding, projectile, screw it on. Smack the mosquito.
It's gonna go over the fence.
Go past 300.
Way past 300.
All right, ready? 3, 2, 1. Now, why didn't that fly well?
Ways past 200.
About 250.
Yeah, about 250. I think it's because of the holes in there.
It's probably the wadding. All right, we're back yet again. This time with a new projectile I've never shot before. So rag, put that in. We're gonna use a spray paint can. It's a little loose, that's what the rag's for. Let's see what happens. Spray paint can in, it's halfway empty. It's not all the way full, so it should fly better. Screw it on. Let's put the squints on, sun squints. Ready? How far is it gonna go, Damien?
Oh, maybe 150.
150? All right, spray paint can, first test shot. 3, 2, 1.
Okay,
You almost hit that bird.
about 250. Yeah, that would have been cool.
I don't know about cool. More unfortunate. All right, let's get another paint can ready. We're back with another spray paint can. That's a wad of rags. This is a spray paint can. Same thing. Rag, spray paint. Fills up the barrel about halfway. Same thing. Screw it on. Get ready. Check to make sure there's no birds. How far is it gonna go, Damien?
I think it's going to go in the 200 range.
200 range? Seems about right. All right, no birds? Yeah, 200 range. Just over 200. Let's get another. We got another spray paint can. This one's a bit more full than the other. Let's hope it flies better. Wadding. Half full spray paint can. Screw it on. Check for birds. No birds. 3, 2, 1. Quite the thunk. Apparently, those ones flew about the same distance, even though one was half full. All right, we're back with the last test of spray paint. We got this mostly full pink spray paint can. Quit spraying. So we'll shoot it, see what happens. Maybe it can't shoot it. We'll see. Wadding. Spray paint. Screw it on. And this one I don't feel like holding because it might punch back. So I'm going to do it this way. Ready? In 3, 2, 1. No pink mist. Explosion. Terrible. Now we gotta go get them. Alright. All those tests were successful. I've never shot spray paint cans before. That was pretty cool. They flew surprisingly well. I wasn't expecting them to. Thought maybe they'd go out and fall down. But they flew pretty well. I just have to make that they explode now. That would be cool. I'll figure that out. If you have any ideas, let me know in the comments. The apple, that was cool. It barely fit in this barrel. I'm like, this isn't gonna fly too well. It's pretty big. And all these tests were at 60 PSI. But the apple passed the 300 foot mark. Like 310, 320. And when it hit the ground, nothing left. All I found were these little tiny bits of apple. Just little tiny ones. But with all these tests, I did find out these don't work unless they have this handle. So I'm gonna whittle up a few of those and then I'll send them out. Let's cue the tunes and do a time lapse. have two nice handles. They work great. I'll do a little bit of sanding. Now I have these two ready to send out. That'll be all for today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment. And let me know what I should do next. I have no idea. So let's figure something out. See you next time.